Hello friends, in next 20 minutes or so, today I'll bring you three perfect tenses. Present perfect, past perfect and future perfect. Just be a little bit more attentive than what you have been and you will come to know what these perfect tenses are. Perfect means something which has been completed. ऐसा कोई काम जो पूरा हो चुका है, पूरा हो चुका था या पूरा हो चुका होगा. I have already taught you, मैं आपको पढ़ा चुका हूँ. I had already taught you before I taught anyone else. मैंने आपको किसी और के पढ़ाने से पहले पढ़ा दिया था. Past perfect. I shall have taught you before I teach anyone. किसी और को पढ़ाने से पहले मैं आपको पढ़ा चुका होऊंगा. So present perfect, past perfect and future perfect. Get ready. Here we go. First one is present perfect tense. Perfect. Now what do you understand by perfect tense? Perfect. Something which has already been completed. Okay, it is no more in action. काम पूरा हो चुका है. आप उस काम को और अभी भी नहीं कर रहे. आप पढ़ा रहे हैं, आप पढ़ रहे हैं, आप गार्डन को देख रहे हैं, आप पानी पी रहे हैं, आप कुछ भी कर रहे हैं. दैट मीन्स you have already completed the work. The work is at rest now. Perfect tense. Is it clear? Perfect. So when you talk about perfect, it means third form. How many forms of verbs are there? How many? Three. V1, V2 and V3. This is fine. Three verb forms, children. How many? V1, V2 and V3. In perfect tense, which form is to be needed? V3. Sure about that?
Yes.
All right. Present perfect. Now the identity, children. Present perfect tense means one action. Present perfect tense means only one action. Now when you go to past perfect tense, there will be two actions, and when you go to future perfect tense, again there will be two actions. Now that is the big identification mark. When you are in present tense, one, and when you are in past or future, there are going to be two. This is a big advantage to you. Now look at this present perfect tense. Okay, subject, doer. The entire English language, if you have to be spot on, if you have to speak proper English without blundering, without any mistake, you need to see what subject is all about. When you say I go, you never say I goes, do you? I come, you never say I comes. Why are you using come or comes? Because you see what the subject is all about. This is what it matters is subject. That means doer, काम करने वाला. Fine. Okay. Has or have? Has or plus V3. Now this is the formation. Children. Has और have के साथ ये formation आती है. Subject लगाइए, has और लगाइए, V3 लगाइए. Okay. Primarily, basically, at first place, अगर पहली बार आप मुझसे पूछो तो has और have helping verb होता है, assistant verb होता है, auxiliary होता है ना. So keep noting down what I am writing here. Primarily I am writing here has or have. It is auxiliary. Check the spelling, children. Check the spelling. AUXILIARY. Auxiliary. Assistant or helping verb. Has or have primarily assistant verb आते हैं. Why? Because V3, क्योंकि V3 कभी अकेली नहीं आती. हैज़ के साथ आएगी, हैड के साथ आएगी. Okay, do you ever say I gone? You say I have gone, she has gone, they have gone. हैज़ हैव तो गॉन के साथ लगा हुआ है ना, गॉन तो आता नहीं है, इसलिए आपने क्या लगा दिया, हैज़ हैव. वर्ब क्या था, गो, आपने थर्ड फॉर्म लगा दिया, क्या बना दिया, गॉन. लेकिन गॉन अकेला तो नहीं आया ना, किसके साथ आया, हैज़ और हैव. तो नाउ हेयर व्हाट हैज़ बिकम्स, इट बिकम्स असिस्टेंट वर्ब, असिस्ट करने के लिए आया. ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. प्राइमरीली at first place has or have is auxiliary, helping verb. All right, here but has or have is also that also works as a verb, as a main verb. So here we go, children. See, has, he, she, it, and single name. Got to know this, children. If you really want to get the basics of English grammar, you need to know with what we use has. It is he, it is she, it is it, it is single name. What? It is he, it is she, it is it, it is feminine gender, he. This one is feminine, this one is masculine. Okay, this one it is a neuter gender. What gender? Neuter. 5 genders are there, 5. I'll let you know, don't worry about that. But as of now, he is what, masculine gender? Sure? Okay, this is feminine gender, opposite. This is neuter, and then one name, any one name. It could come with collective nouns. Your family is a collective noun, knows me, knows. Okay, your family has done lots and lots of wonders. Has done, I'm not saying have, family. But when I say your family members, now I'll say have. Members, now I'm focusing on the members. It should be have, it should be. And when I say your family, that means only one, it means has. So take note of that, has or have. Take note of that. Hold this today, children. Has or have. This is he, this is she, this is it, and this is one name. All right? Are you getting? Yeah. Fine.
With this word come? With this word.
This.
With this.
This is singular. This is singular. It's going to be has only. Because if you say this, these. This, these. Yeah. That becomes plural. That, those. Okay. This is possessive adjective actually. Possessive pronoun भी बोल देते हैं, possessive adjective बोलते हैं इसको actually. Possessive adjective. Okay. So he, she, it, and single name. He, she, it, and single name. And then you have. Okay, I. This job. I, we, you, they, plurals. I, we, you, they, plurals. I, we, you, they, plurals. Have. Okay. So I and we, children, first person. What? So not only learn tenses, just see the subject, the verbs, the first persons, the second persons, the genders, all the things are multiplied here. Get to that. I and we have 3 persons. How many? 3. I and we, first person. I and we. I is singular and we is plural. All right. You, children, which person? Second person. Sure. You is singular or plural? Both. See, you is singular as well as plural. You are my child. Singular. You are my children. You are my children. That becomes plural. So you is singular as well as plural. Got it today? I is singular and we is plural. But you is singular as well as plural. But if you are using have, if you are using are, if you are using do, or if you're not using s or es with that, it always takes plural form. Okay, if you're making use of, let us say, are, you are, it means it takes plural form. If you're using were, you're not using was with you, it is were, then you use have, and then you use do. Were, are, were, do and have, this all takes plural form. That is fine. Then they, of course it is plural. Third person plural it is. He and she, third person singular, and they is third person plural. And then I've written plural here. So is it ample clear? First of all, before I actually take you to present perfect tense, are you very clear about what I'm saying? He, she, it, and just one name, it is has. I, we, you, they, plurals, it is have. Is it clear? Okay, sir. Now I told you, has or have, if it comes with third form, it becomes assistant verb, it becomes an auxiliary. Fine. If it comes all alone, for example, I have a pen. Have. Is it an auxiliary or is it main verb? It is main verb. It is possession now. So here it acts, she has a pen, I have a pen. You have a house to live in. Are you sure? Do you have a house? I'm sure you have. I don't know whether you're living in the streets or whether you're living in the parks, but I guess some of you may have rented houses, if not your own. Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, it is I have a pen, she has a pen. So this is what? This is main verb here. Now, are you clear, children? Has or have when to use as a main verb, and has or have when to use a helping verb. Fine. It is assistant verb. Yes, the work has been done. It comes in passive sense. Passive sense में भी आता है. The work has been done. Has been done. Okay. All right. Should I rub it off? Fine. Okay, now identification mark. Why and how should you know it is present perfect tense? That's what, because you have got 12 tenses. 12. And how to know, how to be very sure about that, yes, it is present perfect tense? Look at this. One, children, the biggest one. See what I'm writing here. When you are defining, when you're confirming that it is present perfect tense, it has to be one action only. For example, she has already completed her work. Has plus V3. Has plus V3. Has completed her work. Okay. This is present perfect tense. I am not saying anything about anything else. I am just talking about that she has completed, she has done her work. It's only one action. Nothing less, nothing more. And then you will find this identification mark already. Okay. Now supposing you had a question mark here. You had a question mark. Now, children, when I reach you, when I come to you, how to be exact about your spoken part in English, this punctuation part plays a very vital role, especially in writing skills. Where to put small, where to put bigger one, commas, exclamatory marks, question marks, and where to put small letters or big letters. This is often neglected, overlooked. Okay. Now, if you find a question mark here, which you find here, then children, there will be no blank given to you. आपको कोई blank दिया नहीं जाएगा, यहाँ पे कोई blank नहीं है. So when you put an answer to this, make sure either you put here this has which I put here, it should come here. Has she already completed her work? Okay. And if you're putting an answer somewhere, it should be has completed. This comma, that means there is a question mark. Now, if you don't put this comma, it means I'll come to know that you haven't seen it, this one. So that will be taken as wrong. Be careful, be very watchful, be observant. There is a question mark there.
Comma is replacement of already.
Yes, no, comma is not a place. That is a question mark. That means if there is a comma, the examiner will come to know. The examiner has given you the question mark there. He has already given. Now he wants to know that whether you are aware of that question mark or not. Because many of us blindly just do has completed and they will be very happy, oh, I have done the answer right. But no, that's not right.
She has comma completed her work.
No, then if you're putting comma, no need of putting she.
Okay.
Because now you're going to get
Main one action is completed.
It is complete answer.
it's complete answer, because now you're going to get MCQs, grade 9, grade 10, grade 11. In 12th, in CBSE we don't have any grammar. But even if anybody who's listening, anybody who is just taking this lesson, need to know this means there is a comma. You don't have to put she there. It means has comma completed. There is a question mark there. It itself is the definition of that. Is it clear?
Yes.
All right. So प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस वन एक्शन. ओके. अब प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस में एक एक्शन आता है, एक ही काम करना है उसमें. दूसरा काम जब मैं पास्ट परफेक्ट पे अभी आपको लेके जाऊंगा, उसमें आप देखेंगे कि दो एक्शन आएंगे जो बहुत बड़ा आइडेंटिफिकेशन मार्क होगा कि पास्ट में हमें पता कैसे लगता है कि आई हैड डन द वर्क, आई हैव डन द वर्क, आई शैल हैव डन द वर्क. मतलब आप टेंस यूज़ कर रहे हैं, आइडेंटिफिकेशन तो बताइए. उसी के नज़रिए से मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि एक एक्शन है. आप इसमें देखिए, इस ब्लैक बोर्ड से नीचे जा रहा है, कुछ दिखाई दे रहा है, कुछ इधर से मैंने कुछ लिखा है, यही तो लिखा है ना, एक ही काम लिखा है ना. अब मैं जब दो एक्शन पे आऊँगा तो मैं आपको हेड में ले जाऊँगा V3. अब प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस में इसके कुछ क्लूज होते हैं जिसको हम हिंदी में निशानियाँ बोलते हैं. क्यों प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस लगाएं? ओके, सी दिस. So one action is fine. Now with some adverbs, adverb children qualifies a verb, adverb children qualifies an adjective, adverb children qualifies an adverb. Need to know the definition of adverb. Okay, adverb qualifies a verb. She does her work smartly. Smartly, it is adverb. She is a smart girl, adjective. She is very smart girl. Very, again, adverb. Adverb qualifies an adverb. So with adverbs or phrases, see, with adverbs or phrases, like already, like before, yet, so far, till now, now, recently, lately, ever, never, just now, so far, till now. Now children, see, so far there is a hyphen here, till now there is hyphen, just now there is hyphen. So these are three phrases, combination of two words, and you have just separate. I have written, no, okay, just. So now is also separate, just is also, and there is this combination is also there. So you have already, you got before, you got recently, lately, yet, now, ever, never, so far, recently, lately. Okay, these are some of the adverbs or phrases on the basis of which you can do present perfect tense. Okay, these are clues, nishaniya. If you can take hold of these few phrases, present perfect tense will be there with you. It will be in your control. Only, one more thing. How many? One action. ये बात आपको ध्यान में रखनी है क्या, एक काम होना चाहिए, क्योंकि दो काम आएंगे तो फिर पास्ट परफेक्ट में जा रहे हैं, बहुत जल्दी आपको वहाँ लेके जा रहा हूँ मैं पास्ट परफेक्ट में, लेकिन अभी तो मैं प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट की बात कर रहा हूँ आपसे. Okay, one action with adverbs or phrases already, before, recently, lately, anything. Children, I can give more examples to you regarding this. And this is, okay, he dash meet me before. He dash meet me before. He dash meet me. Is it only one action? One action? One action? Okay. One action means present perfect. One action means? Fine. Okay. Now I told you little while earlier, be little careful. Be little careful. Now what I put it here? A question mark. So your has or have should come here or here? Before he. Has he met me before?
Has he question mark?
No, question mark you don't have to put. You have to put like this, Has, comma, met.
In answer.
Answer, this is answer.
And a particular for a phrase means a sentence, for a sentence, what we say? Has he?
Yeah, if it is has he met. If you, of course, if you're going to speak like that.
Yeah.
But if you're going to write it down if you write in an exam,
Yeah.
because now you will not be asked to put full sentence. The sentence is given to you, and there are four options given. And four options, for example, one option is this. Fine. Second option is this. Fine. Third option is this. Okay. And fourth option is, it is written. Fourth option, has met. Has met. This is same. Achha, yeah, it's okay. Now this is have met, and this one have.
Meet.
Spelling.
MEAT.
Sometimes don't you make mistake. MEET and MEAT. MEAT. I hope you know what is. Early in the mornings you take this. So now from examination point of view, this is given. Now you have to make one choice. So what happens, children? What the mistakes normally the children commit here? If they overlook and they'll put this answer right, which is wrong. What you have to do? It has to be a comma. This is what I am repeatedly emphasizing, that you see. So if you want to be really learned children in English, learned, okay, not educated, learned I am saying, you need to focus on these punctuation marks. Is it fine? Okay. So one action, yet now already these are the things that you need to be very careful about it. Okay. He dash not pay his dues yet. Has he not pay? Again, you have to just fill one. It is dash here and not pay. He, of course, has or have? Has. Not plus pay.
Paid.
Now, paid. PAYED? PAID. So, yeah, be very careful about the spelling now. PAYED. ID. So the answer is has not paid. It is present perfect tense. Okay. Now children, there is a, see this word be. Now in present tense it is this, in past tense it is this, and of course in future tense it is this. Is, are, was, were, been. V1, V2, V3. Okay. I dash be with you at present. I be with you at present time. So what should be the answer? I dash be with you at present. It should be
am.
it should be am. Fine. So be here means am. Fine. And if I put a question mark,
Am I?
if I put a question mark, then
Am I?
am I. Now don't forget to put this be here. They miss am. So nothing will come here. Children, am I with you at present? तो आप यहाँ पे ये जो क्वेश्चन मार्क लगाया, ये बी मिस इज एम आर आएगा, और ये एम यहाँ पर आने वाला है. आपको ब्लैंक नहीं दिया जाएगा. ओके. और यहाँ इस ब्लैंक में कुछ नहीं आएगा. ओके. नाउ आई एम शिफ्टिंग माई फोकस टू आई बी विद you yesterday. I dash be with you yesterday. be के अब अलग मायने हैं. अभी आपने क्या कहा? अभी आपने कहा am I, यही बोला ना. लेकिन अब क्या है?
Yesterday.
तो अब भी am लगा दूं,
No.
वर लगा दूं,
Yes. No.
तो was or were?
Was.
Was I with you or I was?
I was.
I was. Sure. So here it is, children, was. And if I put a question mark here,
Was I?
then was again. Okay. Now third sentence. I dash be with you tomorrow. 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 Now it is tomorrow. अभी आपने कहा कि am, अभी आपने कहा कि was, और अब now what should be the answer?
Shall be.
Shall be. It is future tense. Shall, I or we shall normally, I or we shall normally, and on other occasions it is will. Fine. Now here you have shall, but you need one verb, V1, first form of the verb. It is working as a V1, shall be. So be also acts as first form. Yes, it is MR. Yes, it is was were. Yes, it is been, but be itself is V1 also. Be is V1 also. So here present definite, past indefinite, future definite. Present, yesterday, tomorrow, 2 days from now, 3 days from now, next Monday, next Sunday, last Saturday, was again, last Saturday. So yesterday, ago, before, back, in 82, 83, 87, oh, in with any year, it has to be which form? Second form. Any future tense, it has to be shall plus V1. Present definite, past indefinite, future indefinite. Got it? Okay, see another sentence now. I dash be with you for a long time. Now, check this, for a long time. Now, some time has been added now. Children, this is, be very careful. Normally, you might have been taught. Children, those who are listening to me, sitting far-fetched in villages, those who have got education from Haryana board schools or other local board schools, you might have been taught कि जहाँ भी फोर सेंस लग जाए प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस टेंस लगा दीजिए, पास्ट परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस लगा लीजिए, फ्यूचर परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस लगा दीजिए. अगर जहाँ भी फोर सेंस आए लगा दो. शायद बताया गया आपको. अब इस बी की फॉर्म बीइंग नहीं होती, बी की फॉर्म बीन तो होती है लेकिन बीइंग नहीं होती, तो फिर अब क्या लगाएं? टाइम तो आ गया. नाउ लुक एट दिस बीन, look at this bean. Okay, here we have to have third form. What? Third form. But third form does not come all alone. लेकिन third form तो के लिए आती नहीं है, तो फिर क्या लगाएं? पास्ट परफेक्ट में जा नहीं सकते क्योंकि आपके पास दो एक्शन होने चाहिए. फ्यूचर परफेक्ट में जा नहीं सकते, फिर दो एक्शन होने चाहिए, तो फिर बचा क्या? ओनली प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में हैव लगाऊं या हैज? हैव. और थर्ड फॉर्म I have been with you for a long time. Yeah, since Monday. Yes, yeah, since last evening. Okay, since his accident, since his marriage. So it is present. So you got present definite, you got past indefinite, you got future indefinite, you got present perfect. So see, be means different. Different in different situations. All right. See the next sentence. I dash be with you for a long time when your father met me. Well, children, check on now. I've written I dash be with you for a long time when your father met me. M-E-T, met. Which form is met? Second. Sure. Second form. Is it second? Is it not third?
Second or third same.
Okay, second or third same. My question to you children is, I agree with you, met is second form, met is third form. How can you be sure कि ये second form ही है?
Yesterday.
One, yeah. What did you say?
Third form doesn't come.
Third form does not come all alone. Thank you. क्योंकि थर्ड फॉर्म अकेली आती ही नहीं है, तो फिर क्या रह गया? ये सेकंड फॉर्म ही है यहाँ पे. ओके, अगर मैं हैड मेट लगा देता तो फिर मेट क्या होता? तो फिर वो सेकंड फॉर्म नहीं रहती. फाइन. द डिफरेंस चिल्ड्रन, ये जो अभी आपने कहा आई डैश बी विद यू फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम, अभी आपने बोला हैव बीन बोला. अब सेंटेंस तो सेम है, यहाँ तक तो सेम है, लेकिन अभी मैंने क्या लगा दिया? व्हेन योर फादर मेट मी. नाउ दिस इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ टू सेंटेंसेस चिल्ड्रन. तो टू सेंटेंसेस आ गए और यहाँ पे सेकंड फॉर्म आ गया, तो प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट तो नहीं रह सकता. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट तो नहीं रह सकता. तो प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट नहीं रह सकता, तो फिर क्या यूज करें? पास्ट परफेक्ट. ओके, लेट मी बिलीव यू. पास्ट परफेक्ट, आई हैड बीन विद यू फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम व्हेन. सो हैड प्लस बीन चिल्ड्रन, अगेन थर्ड फॉर्म. हैड बीन, दिस टाइम इट इज पास्ट परफेक्ट. व्हाट इज द आइडेंटिफिकेशन मार्क? हाउ मेनी एक्शंस? हाउ मेनी? टू. कितने एक्शन हुए? दो. अरे दो हैं तो फिर फ्यूचर में भी तो चले जा सकते हैं. भी दो हैं तो सिर्फ पास्ट परफेक्ट क्यों लगाया आपने? आप फ्यूचर परफेक्ट भी तो लगा सकते हैं. नहीं लगाएंगे क्योंकि हमारे पास ये क्या है? मेट. मेट मीन्स विच फॉर्म? सेकंड फॉर्म. सेकंड फॉर्म पास्ट में जाती है फ्यूचर में या प्रेजेंट में? पास्ट में. अब पास्ट में रहती है तो फिर पास्ट में ही तो जाएंगे ना. और बी का और कुछ वैल्यू होती नहीं है. इट मीन्स बी हियर मीन्स आई हैड बीन विद यू. दिस इज व्हाट आई विल ब्रिंग यू चिल्ड्रन when to use had V3. This is had V3, had plus been, past perfect tense. So present definite here, got it? Past indefinite, got it? Future indefinite, got it? Present perfect, got it? Past perfect, got it. So एक B के 5 मीनिंग तो अभी आ चुके हैं, अभी एक दो और लेके आ रहा हूँ. फाइन. I dash be with you for a long time when your father meets me. I dash be with you for a long time. Check this, same. When my father, same. When your father, same. Me, same. Here it is, which form?
V2.
And here it is,
V1.
here it is,
Been.
First
I
V1.
have been with you.
no,
I shall be.
shall have been.
shall have been.
shall have been.
Shall I?
Yeah,
Future
I'll be, shall have been, future perfect. Yeah, I'll. So meets, I'm not saying meet, your father. One,
Yeah.
one, singular, third person, S or yes? S. Your father meets me. This is V1. This is? Now, when you have V1, when you have?
V1.
You cannot go, you shouldn't go, you mustn't go, you don't have to go in past, you don't have to remain in present. What remains?
Future.
Future perfect. Future, because being comes in perfect tense. So, I shall have been with you for a long time when your father meets me. So, children, be means present definite, be means past indefinite, be means future indefinite, be means present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. 6. Okay. Look at another sentence. I dash be with you when your father meets me. See this sentence and see this one. See this one and see this one. The sentence is same, only difference is of time. Check this, there is no time here. There is no time, can you see? No time. And here you have time. Now when you have time, you have said past perfect tense in V2. When you have time, you have said future perfect when you have V1. Now when you have two sentences, here we are, there is no time. There is no time. Your first form of the verb, first form, that means it should become future indefinite tense. So here it should be I shall be with you when your father. So it is future indefinite tense. Here see children, tomorrow is given. So you know I am talking about tomorrow. But in this case there is no time. There is no time. So if there is no time, how will you identify yourself? How will you see that which tense to be used? Yes, this is going to help you. If you want to learn future tense, you must know V1. V1 is going to take you to future tense, children. No tense can be learnt or known if you don't know about this one. No two sentences, mind that thing, either when you're speaking or when you're writing. No two sentences which you speak together should have shall will twice. Only one time, the latter part. The other one has to be V1. So V1 versus shall will, that's the combination of future indefinite tense. Okay, are you getting? No two sentences should have had V3 twice. दो sentences में had V3 कभी जिंदगी में मत लगाइएगा. अगर लगा दी तो आप गलत हैं. Those of you children, those of you going to qualify and take exams after your graduation, after your grade 12, any level of competition, किसी भी level का competition आपने qualify करना है. Okay, be it 12th, be it after graduation, any level. और कुछ को तो टीचर्स भी बनना होगा, कुछ में से आप टीचर्स भी बनेंगे, इंग्लिश पढ़ाएंगे. Just take all these clues in your mind. And since you have to qualify for the exam, it is time which matters. Time matter करता है. Time matter करेगा तो आपको identification बहुत ज़रूरी है. So V1, yes, it takes you in present tense. V1 also takes you in future tense. V2, yes, it takes you to past indefinite tense. It also takes you past the entire past also. Okay, this is I've just made you clear as to what are these two actions. Okay, so this is, see another one. I dash be with you when your father met me. Met me. Okay. I wrote a little while earlier, I dash be with you for a long time, when your father met me. Now what I removed from there, I removed the time. There you said had been, you said had been. Now there is no time. What should be the answer now? I was. Sure? From had V3, past perfect, now it is met. Second form. So it is V2, it is V2. Fine. The difference, children, is of time. So if you add time to that, it becomes past perfect. If you remove the time, it comes to past indefinite tense. So again, be, children, present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite. Is it? Present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. 6 of that. B has got different values. Are you clear?
Yes.
Fine. Now, real identity. Real identity, I'll just define it. What is past perfect and what is future perfect?
There is also two actions.
Yeah, 2 actions.
Why we can't use had V3?
Had we been using it?
In first action, we use was
There is no time.
Okay, children, now the real time difference I'll qualify for you. I've just given examples, had V3, V2, shall have V3 and V1. Present perfect means one action. I've already just written it here with some of the verbs, some of the phrases already yet, so far till now, never recently, lately, before, one. Now, I'll bring it to you what actual identification is between past perfect and future perfect. Past perfect में क्या identification है, थोड़ा हिंट मैंने अभी आपको दे दिया. Future perfect में क्या देखना है, ये भी मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. So here I'm writing past perfect. Had V3 plus object. Here I am writing so it's past perfect, it's future perfect, you can see V3, and in present perfect also you had V3. Now the common thing between the two is I'm writing in the middle. Two actions. In present perfect you had one. Present perfect, one. And now past perfect or future perfect, how many? Two. This is a big hint, a big clue, children. ये बहुत बड़ी निशानी बता रहा हूँ आपको कि past में क्यों जाना है, future में क्यों जाना है, या फिर हम present perfect में क्यों रहें. So here two actions, present perfect में one. And here also you have some common adverbs. For example, before. Before present perfect में भी था, but there it was one action. Already present perfect में भी था, अब भी है, लेकिन again two actions. Okay. Then before, after. These are the principles. Okay. Then when, by that time. So when, by that time, already, before. Okay. these will come in past perfect and these will also come in future perfect. Okay. By then. By the time. So you got before, you got already, you got by then, when, by that time, by. So these will come in past perfect and these will also come in future perfect. That's what I've written in the middle. So two actions plus one of these is past perfect. Two actions plus one of these, that you can also have in future perfect. Now why to go in past perfect and why to go in future? Yes, if you have to go in past perfect, you need to have this one additional V2. V2. If you want to go in future perfect, now it is V1 plus SES. This is optional. This may be there, this may not be there, because if it is third person singular, we have S or ES, but with I, V, U, they plurals, there is no S or ES. So if it is V1, two actions joined by one of these, well, it's future perfect tense. If you have V2, two actions joined by one of these, you have to go in past perfect tense. Now this is the real identification mark between these two, and yes, if you have to remain in present, one action, एक ही काम होगा उसमें. Okay. Now the problem lies, किस टेंस के साथ हम had V3 यूज करें, किसके साथ V2 यूज करें. The action which finishes first of the two, दोनों कामों में से दो पहले होगा. दोनों कामों में से जो पहले होगा, had V3 लगाइएगा. दो बार had V3 नहीं लगाना. Don't use had V3 twice. If you do that, cross. गलत. Okay. The patient had died before the doctor came. The patient had died before the doctor came. ये शायद सदियों से आपने सेंटेंस सुना होगा. सदियों से आपने सुना होगा. The patient had died. पहले पेशेंट मरा है, पहले डॉक्टर आया. पेशेंट मरा होता तो ये. Is it? Had V3, पेशेंट डॉक्टर आया, उसके बाद पहले पेशेंट 10 मिनट पहले, 15 मिनट पहले, 1 घंटा पहले, मतलब उसने उसको मरते नहीं देखा. पेशेंट हैड डाइड. हाँ, द पेशेंट डाइड. पेशेंट डाइड व्हेन द डॉक्टर केम. V2, इट इज रिफ्लेक्स एक्शन. मीन्स पेशेंट शायद इंतजार कर रहा था डॉक्टर का. डॉक्टर जैसे ही घुसा रूम में, पेशेंट मर गया. देखते ही, मतलब पेशेंट को जैसे शॉक लगाओ कि हाय डॉक्टर आ गया, बचा लेगा मुझे, मर गया. V2 मीन्स चिल्ड्रन रिफ्लेक्स एक्शन. दोनों में V2 आएगी. लेकिन अगर उसमें टाइम है, क्या है, टाइम है, तो हैड V3 लगेगा. दोनों में से जो पहले एक्शन हुआ, हैड V3. द ट्रेन लेफ्ट after I had reached the station. The train left after I had reached the station. दोनों में से पहले क्या हुआ? आप पहुंचे या ट्रेन पहले गई? पहले आप पहुंचे, had reached आएगा. Okay, look at another one. The train had left before I reached the station. अब क्या हुआ पहले? ट्रेन चलेगी. अब ट्रेन पहले चलेगी, आप बाद में पहुंचे. नेक्स्ट ट्रेन का वेट करो, आएगी या नहीं आएगी पता नहीं, आप लेट हो चुके. दिस इज जो दोनों में से काम पहले हुआ, हैड V3 लगाइएगा. जो दूसरे नंबर पे हुआ V2. अगर आपने दोनों V2 लगा दी, इसका मतलब उन दोनों में गैप नहीं है. रिफ्लेक्स एक्शन, इंट्यूटिव एक्शन बन जाता है. उसमें सोचने का आपके पास समय नहीं होता, आपके सामने हुआ बिल्कुल. ओके, फ्यूचर में जाइएगा. अब आप ट्रेन का टाइम है 9 बजे, आप घर से 9 बजे निकल रहे हैं. आप घर से 9 बजे निकल रहे हैं, तब क्या बोलेंगे? द ट्रेन विल हैव लेफ्ट. द ट्रेन will have left before I reach. Before I V1 shall have left reach. पहले क्या हुआ? ट्रेन चलेगी, आप पहुंचे. द ट्रेन पहले ही जा चुकी होगी, ना तो आप अभी घर से निकले ना ही ट्रेन गई है, लेकिन क्योंकि अब आप निकल रहे हैं, जब तक आप पहुंचेंगे थोड़ा बहुत समय लगेगा उसमें, जब तक आप पहुंचेंगे ट्रेन वहां से जा चुकी होगी. अगेन shall have left and reached. V1. Okay. So if you have to go in future tense, children, this is exemplary important thing. बहुत जरूरी है कि आप इस V1 को समझ लीजिए. पास में जाना है तो ये, आप स्कूल के लिए, कॉलेज के लिए, ऑफिस के लिए आपको लेट हो रहा है, ऑफिस का टाइम आपका 10 o'clock है, आप 10 o'clock घर से निकल रहे हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली कुछ ना कुछ टाइम तो लगेगा. तो आप कहोगे by the time I reach office, the officer will have come. मीन्स जो आपके इमीडिएट बॉस हैं, आपके ऑफिसर हैं, आप कहोगे कि जब तक मैं ऑफिस पहुंचूंगा ऑफिसर आ चुके होंगे. ना तो वो अभी ऑफिस पहुंचे हैं, ना आप ही अभी गए हो, लेकिन जब आप निकलेंगे, जब आप पहुंचेंगे, वो आ चुके होंगे. अगेन हाउ मेनी एक्शंस? 2. ओके. विल हैव रीच्ड, जो काम पहले होगा परफेक्ट टेंस, विल हैव रीच्ड, और बाद में V1. सो फ्यूचर परफेक्ट टेंस चिल्ड्रन मीन्स shall have, या will have V3 plus. This is one action, and another which form of verb? V1. And if you have to remain here in past, it means identification is the first 2 actions, had V3 with the first completed action and V2 with the other. ये चीज आपको ध्यान में रखनी है, दोनों में से काम कौन सा पहले हुआ, had V3 लगाइए, फिर V2. दोनों में से दूसरा काम जो पहले होगा फ्यूचर में, shall will have V3 लगाइए, और दूसरे में V1 लगाइए. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में रहना है तो एक एक्शन होगा, दूसरा एक्शन. ये बड़ी आइडेंटिफिकेशन आपको देगा. तो जिन्होंने भी कंपटीशन में जाना है या इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज सीखनी है, ये चीज़ें बहुत ज़रूरी हैं. और नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन आई मीट यू, आई विल बी ब्रिंगिंग टू यू परफेक्ट टेंस, perfect continuous tense also, and its passive tense also. So one thing children, do not use shall will twice in a sentence. अगर आप फ्यूचर में भी जा रहे हैं और अगर वो सीरीज ऑफ एक्शन है, एक के बाद 10 चीजें आप बोल रहे हो, ओके, तो उसमें आपको shall will आखिरी वाले सेंटेंस में लगाना है, बाकी सब में V1 लगाना है. फाइन. और अगर आप पास में जा रहे हैं, आप V2 कितने लगा दीजिए, लेकिन had V3 एक बार लगाइए. This is the main difference between present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. I'm sure you had a very innovative session. You must have got what I actually wanted to bring it to you. So next time when I shall be with you, I'll bring much more to you. Thank you. Jai Hind.